Morning. Welcome back. We're cheap this morning, so we've had quite a heavy shower, which wasn't expected. I was starting to muck around with the corn, and we sort of got the chaser bin loaded and then abandoned ship because it was quite wet. So we've headed back into the shed to keep chipping away at this thing. So that's the adapter plate that I made. So I've got it off the tractor this morning, and I've all bar got this thing unbolted, so I only got the one bolt left. They've got a big countersunk bolt that goes in under there, so you can see what's going on. So we'll just lift this thing out of the road, and then I'll put the swing around that, and we'll take the weight and drop the other bolt out, and then we can get him away. And I'll have to get a new broach for the magnetic drill yet before I can do that. But anyway, I'll just sort of, while it's still a bit damp, there is another truck coming. I've just had a call. He's about an hour away, so we'll get organised. I'll get this off, and then I'll get organised to load him. Tony's just here. He's actually just servicing the backhoe at the moment. He's just gone out to feed the sheep while it's not raining. I don't think it's going to keep raining. Just looking at the radar, there was just one that come across, so but it's good. If you watched the last video, just that canola, we just sort of need to keep that surface damp so we can get it up out of the ground. So we're effectively probably a month behind growth stage wise, so we've got a bit of catching up to do. So anyway, it'll get there. Who knows, as long as just keep add water and a bit of fert, and we'll hopefully come harvest time we've got a crop. So anyway, enough of my waffle. I'll get this out of the road, and then I'll come back and I'll grab that thing. You can see, I'll get a better look at it later, but you can see it's just a really big ball, like a 50mm ball on the back of the ute, but supersized. And that just allows the pull to, as I said on the last one, just allows the pull to go to every which way, and rather than chewing on the drawbar pin like we do with our bucket. That's a bit easier. One. Seem to work alright now. I think it's just the lubrication. Anyway, we'll keep chipping away. I keep forgetting about you lot. So I've got this all drilled out. This last one that I broke the broach off in, actually just drilled in with a little drill, just a 1/4 inch drill bit from this side till I could get through, and then I just cut it out with the gas, and yeah, just tidied it up with the die grinder then. So yeah, got some new bolts there that I had the other day, so we'll get this up. I don't know, I'll put you over here. You might be a bit far away, but we'll see. It'll probably work out alright. Righto, we got there. We've got another. Trucks aren't far away, so probably going to have 2 here at once. But anyway, that's alright. Yeah, so I just had to jack one side of it up to get the other bolt in. But the problem I've got is I think our bolts are a bit short, so I'm not going to get too carried away. I was intending to go to town later, so I might take one of them in and get something a bit longer. Yeah, we just need another 5 mil probably just to get it through the nylon. The other thing I'm not 100% sure about, and it might just be a case of checking it regularly or daily. The bolts on the bucket that came with the bucket are a fine thread, but they were also just a nut and spring washer. So I don't know whether we should be doing the same, just a nut and spring washer here too. Anyway, not sure about that one. Yeah, we can try this anyway and just see how in time we might need to go to that sort of setup. But we've got a grade 10.9 bolt, so they're a really hard bolt, so we should be covered on that side of it. Yeah, just not sure. Anyway, that's alright, but that's going to bolt up alright. That looks pretty good on there. So yeah, if I can get it somewhere close, I might even be able to. I don't know what happened before where the battery's a bit flat, but the tractor wouldn't start. so we've got it on the battery charger. Looks like it's charged there now. Little green light. Yeah. Anyway, I might actually. I've got it sort of that close. Back into the bucket. Once these trucks go. Apologies for the wind again. Once these trucks go, and just measure the hoses, and we can get the guys in town to start and make the hoses up for us. So it'll take them a couple of hours because there's 10 or a dozen or something that need making. So yeah, getting closer. Alright, so we've had a couple of trucks go, another B-double and another road train, and yeah, so we're delivering the bag of this stuff that's going to go. So what we're doing, so the bag is actually going to go back tomorrow, so what we're doing, we're just going to empty what's left in that bag and just put it in the silo, and we might actually open another bag, although it's a different variety, but at least we'll have enough for this one. This contract, we need about 120 tonne, which we'll go very close to. Yeah, so we're just doing it now, so we're not mucking around with the trucks here. There'll be a little bit of shoveling at the end. So still haven't heard from my man that's coming to get a load of hay, so hopefully he's here. And some is Kev who casts for us at harvest time, so hopefully he's here soonish. I don't know where he's got to. Anyway, he was in Forbes or up somewhere when he rang me with the tractor on, and he was heading to a chuka and then going to drop that off, and then he was going to ring me when he was on his way back, and I thought he might have called by now, but I haven't heard from him. So anyway, yeah, got that hitch sort of pretty good on the tractor. I've got it backed in, back on the bucket. I haven't hooked it back up again because I've got to get those longer bolts, but I've got it spot there now where I can get the measure the hoses. That's the sort of my next job. Morning. We've jumped forward to the next day, so I sort of forgot about the camera a bit. Sorry. So we've loaded Kev, who cuts our grain for us at harvest time. He came last night to pick a load of straw up to head down south. We've opened this bag here at home. I've just pulled the sort of the excess bit back over and chuck some tarps on it. Hopefully chuck some tyres on it. We might need to chuck a few more on it, just keep the wind down. So we've got one silo full and then the fuel bin full here as well, and obviously the mother bin's still full, so we should have, there's about 120 tonne left on this first contract, so fingers crossed we've got enough on hand. I've taken the outloader back down to where we picked it up from, because they've got some corn to outload down there. We've got the boom spray back on the tractor. Tony's going to head down to one of our contracting jobs in a minute and start and spray, and I'll get there eventually. I just need to duck into town. We've got an issue with the other bag, just the bloody cockatoos and that sort of stuff are really hammering it now. So what I'm thinking next, we'll try and do it before the next shower of rain, is we'll have to cart it back here. We'll get these silos emptied and the mother bin empty, and most of it will nearly fit back here, so we'll have to cart it back here, because if it's going to get water in it, the grain will go mouldy and crappy, and it won't be any good to deliver. So that's sort of number one priority once we've sort of finished this bit of sowing and that sort of stuff. So we'll just see. We need to get our truck empty too, and we could probably cart a fair swag of it back here with the truck. It's turned into a pain in the arse, which I didn't really need. And yeah, this bloody contract doesn't, sort of, you're always wiser after the fact, but when it says an April, May, June delivery, and it'll be the last week of June at this stage, so they're sort of taking the piss a little bit with the contract. So I mean, they're allowed to do it, but why not just put it would be a June delivery? It's going to be a June delivery. So yeah, that's a bit frustrating. I'm not the only one. I've got Ben next door. He's the same, although he doesn't have his stored in bags. I don't have my seatbelt on, so the buzzer's beeping. He doesn't have his stored in bags, but I was talking to him about it the other day, and he's exactly the same as us. He's pretty annoyed about it. So anyway, it is what it is. So I'll have a cuppa now, and then yeah, I've got a crook hydraulic hose on the auger that I need to pull off. It's leaking badly, so I'll take it down, get it made. I need to get some unleaded petrol for the auger. We're about out of, all the jerry cans are empty, and also I'm going to measure up the hoses for the bucket and tractor and get the guys in town to start and make them up for us. So yeah, we're heading in all different directions this morning. So I just pulled the hose off. That's what's going on there, and you can see it did go on there. It's perished with the sort of been on a bit of a bend, so we'll run into town. I've got the length of the ones that are got to go on the bucket, so should be right. Got our jerry cans to get some fuel. Yeah, we'll duck to town and so we go, get a few other bits and pieces. I might wash my hands first, but yeah, I think that's about it. I need to ring up and find out whether we do have any more trucks of corn coming to get corn today. Yeah, because we're sort of, there's not going to be anyone really here. Tony's down spraying, so we just need to work those logistics out to make sure there is someone here if they do come. Back into it. I've actually not been finished here, so I've only got a couple of runs left in the headland. Yeah, one notable difference is we ain't got any dust. So they actually got in, this is one of the, when they had the cows here, this was one of the old turnout paddocks, so it was quite badly compacted, so they got another contractor in with a sort of one pass ripper disc sort of thing, and it's done a bloody magic job. Yeah, just get the seed bed, so they did, I think they did about 50 hectares all up, where they had their corn and this block, so on another little paddock where they're going to plant some lucerne. So yeah, so it's made for much nicer conditions. So anyway, we've got to go and grab one of the kids off the school bus shortly, so I'll yeah, get this little block finished and then duck back and do that. And when I get back, I'll have to, Tony's brought the truck down. Yeah, I'll have to fill up with seed anyway, I think. So yeah, all ticking along all right though. Haven't had any corn trucks today. Yeah, don't know what's going on there, but anyway, I didn't. We're busy doing other stuff, so I didn't bother ringing anybody chasing them. So, but we were sort of set up anyway if we needed to be. Rolling again. It all takes time, so to duck home and grab one of the kids off the school bus. Yeah, and then come back, and the truck was about empty, so I had to clean the weed out. So time you hop in and out 2 or 3 times and go up and down, it's just consumes time when you're on your own. That's all. So we're doing not a full pivot here. We're sort of about half of one, I suppose. Yeah, so it's got that big curve, which it's gonna be good. You get a bit of area done, which is nice. Jay's going to come out, he won't be far away, and hop on it for me for a while. I'm going to we'll run out of fert before we get this block finished, so I'll have to fill up with fertiliser in the morning. I'll fill the truck up with fert, and we can fill with oats now too. We are going to be short of wheat seed, which the guys did let me know that, so I do have a bit of wheat seed and some bulker bags at home, so we'll bring it down. I think there might be enough there. We've only got about I can't remember now, 45 hectares or something like that left to do, 50 hectares. So yeah, we'll go very, very close to finishing this pivot with what we've got here in the air cart. We don't have a full load on, and then yeah, a bulker bag or 1.5 bulker bags of our seed that we had left over. We can. Yeah, do the other block with it. There's a bit of a gap, there's a couple of runs here between the fence and where I am, so there's sort of water troughs and that sort of stuff, so I'll fill that in the morning when we can see what's going on. Yeah, so just in some spots the fence doesn't quite run parallel with the end of the irrigator. Like where I started, I'd actually ran into the fence and had a bit of a step in it round a dam, so yeah, that's alright though. So, but going in perfectly, like conditions are spot on now, so this will all come up with what we're sowing. It's nice to be able to do a bit of sowing with no dust. Yeah, so anyway, we'll chip away here for a bit till Jay gets here. Yeah, then we do actually have to duck into town, into footy training for half an hour, just catch up on a bit of stuff in there. So yeah, I'll duck in there and then duck home and just see. I might even just tell Jay there's probably, I think there's 30 hectares here, so there's 5 hours, so whether he just goes till whenever he wants to and he can knock off, and then yeah, I can come down in the morning and load the truck with fert and yeah, get it finished. We're on the home straight. So just sitting down. It's about 9:30. Jay's rang or sent me a message. He's nearly out of fuel, so I'll go down. His ute's not close to where we're sowing, so I'm just going to go. I've got the fuel trailer on board. I'm not going to do any more tonight. I just it worked out well actually that because I would have got down there in the morning and needed fuel, so it was good of him to let us know what was going on. So I'll go down and I'll just drop the fuel trailer off where the tractor is and run him back to his ute. Yeah, that'll about do tonight. We'll get the wheat finished tomorrow and then get changed over to oats then, and we just have to see what the wind does. It's still pretty, the wind is up at the moment, so generally it'll be windy again tomorrow, but I actually haven't looked at the weather forecast to see what's going on. So anyway, we'll get down here and see how many hectares he's got done anyway. Should have probably done, he'll have 20 out, something like that, 22, so there's only sort of 30 in that block, so 30 or 35 or something, so there'll be a couple of hours left in the morning, I'd say, to get it tidied up. It's cold, it's windy, so yeah, drop this off here and fuel it up in the morning. Alright, back at home. It's not quite 10 o'clock, so that'll do for this one. Yeah, got a bit done today, which was nice, so probably back into loading trucks tomorrow. I suspect. Just turn that radio off. Yeah, I think there'll be 3 B doubles to go left. That's 120 tonne. So, but I haven't heard from anybody, so I don't know what's going on. So yeah, we'll keep rolling, sowing down there as long as it's not too windy and we can get some more chemical out. But yeah, there's plenty of other stuff to do. So, all right, thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.